Recording in progress.
Hi guys, good morning. May I share my screen. Okay, so today what we need to discuss? Okay. Okay. So in the last class, that means in Saturday, we are discussing about few of the options here, right? Okay. So what is the next options? In extract, all the options are completed, right? Text before, text after, text between delimiter, completed, right? Next one is pairs. There are two things are there in pairs option, XML and JSON data. See here, up to now, like we are discussing like Excel data source, SQL Server data source, and everything, right? So now we need to discuss about the JSON. Okay, how you can pull the JSON data into Power BI and how it is converted into table format. Actually, how the JSON data will be there. See, suppose for example, see here, these are JSON files. See, files. JSON files are also there in the notepad. But when you see the data, when you open any particular notepad, see here, the data. In this format, the data will be there. Okay. JSON data means like this, it will be there. But when you are pulling this particular data into Power BI, it is converted into table format, proper table format. Okay. See here, like this. The JSON data is in the notepad file, it will be there. Inside the notepad file, the data will be like this. Okay, first name is the column, last name is the column, gender is the column, age is the column, address is the column, like that. There are different columns will be there. How this JSON data is converted into proper table? Let's see here. Suppose, for example, you can pull any JSON data. First of all, you need to check whether the JSON data source is available or not. You can check it. So, in new source, okay. Mm. Okay. You have JSON data sources there or not? Select this particular one and click on connected. It is asking where the files are there. Suppose I'm pulling this particular file. See, after pulling the data into Power BI, it is converted into proper table format. First name, last name, gender, age, okay, like this. Understand clearly or not? Whatever JSON data is there, if you want to show it in a table format, then here you have to use the data source as JSON. Understand clearly or not? So these are the things. That means if your data is there in JSON or XML data also, we can pull the data into. So whatever the data it is there, but in Power BI, it is converted into table format. Understand clearly or not? So these are the things. Okay, next one is statistics. What is statistics column means? Suppose, for example, when you are selecting any particular column, so based on the column selection, the statistic options are enabled. Okay. Suppose in statistic, if you are selecting a character type of column, suppose you are selected character type of column. When you are selected character type of column, what are the statistic options you can see? Count values, count distinct values. What is that? Count values and count distinct values. What is statistic option? That means whichever character column you are selected, that character column on the character column, you will have what are the different statistic options? Only count values and count distinct values. These two options only it is there. Okay. So if you want to implement statistics options means based on the column type. If the column type is a character, then two options only it is enabled. Count values and count distinct value. You know, right? Count values and count distinct value. Count values means in that particular column, how many number of records are there, it will count and it will give the result. See here, like this, 7 records are there. It is showing like this. Count distinct values means What is the meaning of count distinct values? So first, it will remove the duplicates of that particular column. After removing a duplicates in that particular column, how many values are there, it will count and it will give the result. See, in count distinct value, first it will remove the duplicates of that particular column. After that, in the table, how many records are there, it will count and it will give the result. Is that clear or not? Huh? Is that clear or not? This is about statistic. Okay. Next one is, suppose for example, if you are selecting country here, suppose if you are selecting numeric or decimal, what type of options are enabled? All the options in the static options it is enabled. See here, sum, min, max, average, count values, count distinct. Can we implement all these things or not? That means, see here, if you are selecting a numeric column, then all the options in the static options are enabled. Okay. But if you select a character type of column, then what options are enabled? Count values and count distinct values. Understand clearly or not? Suppose, for example, if I'm selecting like a date related columns, then what type of columns it is enabled? What type of options in the statistic it is enabled here? See here. Suppose, for example, this is the date column, right? When you select a date column, see here, what options are there? Count values and count distinct values. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear? For a character or a date related columns, the options are count values and count distinct values only. And if it is a numeric or decimal, all the options are enabled. Understand? See, Vijay, what is the use of this statistics means we cannot use any real-time scenario these options because these statistics options are just a checking purpose. Suppose when you are pulling the data into Power BI from the data source you are pulling, right? Whether the same sales will be there or not here also is there or not, we need to check it. Some total I want to calculate it. Just checking per these statistic options are not used in real time. Okay, not storing anywhere something. Just checking purpose only we have to use statistics options. Okay. Next one is standard. What is that? Standard. That means in standard, you will have different options. Add, subtract, multiplication, divide, modulo, percentage, percentage of, all these options will be there. Understand? See here, suppose first option is add. What is add option will do? Means if you want to add something to the numeric column. See, this standard options most of the times it is numeric or decimal columns only we can apply it. Understand? Is that clear or not? See here, suppose for example, if I'm selecting date column, is the standard option is enabled here? No. Suppose for example, if I selected the segment column, is the standard option is enabled here? No. But if I select a numeric or decimal column, is the standard option is enabled? Yes. In this standard option, there are different options: add, multiply, subtract, divide, modulo, percentage, percentage of all these things. Okay. Add means what is add will do? Means add means addition. Okay. That means if you want to add any numeric, either numeric value, then we have to use add. Okay. Suppose for example, I want to add something numeric value 25, 26 something. That means whatever value you are given there, that particular value in each and every cell in that particular column, that particular value is added. Understand? Okay. Vijay, I have a doubt here. So can we add like few of this values having I want to add some value. Okay. Few other values, some of the other values having I want to add something. Is that possible? No, it is not possible like that. Okay. If you want to add something means that addition will be added to the complete column. For that complete column, it will be applicable. Understand clearly or not? Huh? Okay. See here, suppose, for example, see, in this text box, suppose I'm adding 25. I'm giving a value 25. Then what will happen? This 25 value is added to the each and every cell. Okay. See here, if you click on OK, what will happen? Like this. 18 plus 25, how much it is? 43 only, right? 1643. Before 1618 is there. Now it is 1643 because not only here, each and every cell, the 25 is added here. Similar like subtract also. If you want to multiply something, okay, okay. So 20, I want to multiply it with 20. Understand clearly? No, no. Okay. I want to subtract it. I want to divide it. Okay. Divide means what is the in divide what it returns? Quotient. In divide, quotient will returns. In modulo, remainder will returns. Remember. Okay. Understand or not? In modulo, reminder. That means something how you are dividing the value, numerator divided by denominator. Okay. When you are calculating numerator divided by denominator, okay, at that point of time, when you are calculating this one, you will have divide option. Divide will returns quotient it is. Okay. Same at the time of division, when you are implementing modulo, it returns remainder value. Modulo also calculating a division only, but it will returns remainder value. Understand clearly or not? Huh? Next, percentage means, suppose for example, if I click on this one, see here how much percentage. Suppose for example, 10 percentage. Understand or not? 10% means that value into 10 divided by 100 or not? Is that clear or not? Okay. So same like percentage of means. Understand or not? Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not? Divide with 10. What is the difference between percentage and percentage of? In percentage of, divide with 10. Okay. What value you are given, that means original value divided by that particular one. Suppose you are giving 20, divide by 20. Percentage of means into that particular value, that particular percentage. Suppose actual original value, suppose I'm giving 20, then 20 percentage means 20 divided by 100 into that particular value, right? That is percentage. Percentage of means, see, divide how much value you are given here. See here, suppose for example, percentage of. Okay. Suppose I'm giving 20 here. What will happen? That in this particular column, this value divided by 20. Like this. See here. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Hmm? Okay. This is about standard. Okay. Next one is Scientific. Scientific related, we didn't use anything in Power BI because why? Scientific and trigonometrics are not giving the exact values. Let's see one of the example. Suppose square root is there. Square root of 25. Huh? Square root of 27. Don't know. Okay. Square root of 626. So that's the reason these are not the exact values. Okay. These scientific and trigonometrics are not returning the exact values. So always approximate values it will returns. So that's the reason in real time we cannot use scientific or trigonometric options. Understand? Not only here, in DAX functions also we are not using these one. Mhm. Okay. So next one is rounding. In this rounding, this round option is important. We already discussed the round option in SQL Server or not? Round option. Did we discuss it or not? How the round option will be implemented? Hmm? You guys are forgetting this one. Based on the next value, if it is greater than greater than 4 or less than 5, that we discuss it, right? See here, not this one. Yeah, see here. Clearly, we discuss this point or not in SQL Server. What is round? So, if you want to display any particular value, decimal values, I want to display. Suppose I have a value, decimal values like this. Up to first decimal place, I want to display. Or else second decimal place, I want to display. Or else third decimal place, I want to display. Okay. Whenever you want to display up to first decimal or second decimal or anything, based on the next value, that particular first decimal place value will be rounded. Based on the next value, second decimal place value will be rounded. Based on the next value, third decimal place value will be rounded. If the next value is in this rule, it is there. If the next value is greater than 4, plus 1 is added. If next value is less than 5, plus 0 need to be added. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So that means here, suppose for example, what is the result it is getting? 456.3. 3847 point, like 5, how it will comes? See, based on the next value. What is the next value? 7. Is it greater than 4 or less than 5? Greater than 4. Greater than 1, 4 means how much you value you need to add? 1. 1 means how, for first decimal value, if you add 1 means how much it is? 5 only, right? Like this it is risk. Understand? Suppose if you want to round the last decimal value, then what result it is getting? Same, right? So last digit, if you want to round it, means next value, nothing is there. At that point of time, next value you have to consider as 0. If it is 0, always it is less than 5 only, right? Then it is plus 0 will be added. Then the same value will be generated. Is that clear or not? We already discussed this one. Same thing here also we can implement this. Sorry. Okay. So suppose, for example, if I want to implement this one, okay, the round option. See here, when you are clicking on round, which decimal place value you want to round it, that number you need to give it here. Suppose I am giving 1. 1 means first decimal place. 2 means second decimal. Like that number you need to give here. Suppose if I'm giving, click on OK. See here. Understand or not? Is that what we are expecting, the same value is generated or not? Okay. Is that clear or not? So this is how rounding will be generated. Rounding means what? Rounding will be calculated. Rounding means, so whatever decimal place value you want to round it based on the next value. Based on the next value, it will round. If the next value is greater than 4, plus 1 is added. Less than 5, plus 0. Understand clearly or not? Next one is information. Okay, in rounding, this is the only important one. Round up, round down is not required. Okay. Next one is information. In information, is even, is odd. Is even means, what is even? That means whichever column you are selected. Suppose I'm selecting export column here. See here. See here. If I'm selecting a numeric column, okay. If you are selecting a numeric column, for these options will works for numeric related columns. Okay. That means is even means if it is a even number values, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. It is. What is even number? Exactly divisible by 2 is called as even number. That means if whenever you are calculating with the 2, okay, divide with 2, if the remainder value is written 0, then those are even numbers. Okay. So if it is even number, it is returns true. If it is odd numbers, it returns false. It is. Okay. So here, what are the even numbers here? 2, 4 is the even numbers. What are the odd numbers here? 1, 3, 5 is the odd numbers. For odd numbers, what it will return? False it is. For even numbers, it returns true. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Any doubts in this one? Okay. Suppose, for example, is odd means odd number true, even number false it is. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next one is suppose sign. What is sign option will do? That means if it is negative values are there, it will shows positive values. That means minus 25 is there. Okay. Whichever negative values are there, it will convert into positive. Minus 25 means plus 25 it is converted. That is sign values. Understand clearly or not? Next one is date values. This is very important option. Let's see. Yeah. So see here, this date option is there, right? This date option will works only for date related columns. Okay, date option will works only for date related columns. So when you have that means the date column data type is in date data type. Okay, whenever the date column is in date data type, at that point of time only this date will works. Understand? So in this date column, what are the different options is there? See here. Suppose age means if you have two dates are there, when you are calculating the difference between two dates and year difference, if you want to calculate, you will get an age, right? So birth date minus like current year, like a difference of those two, we can call it as age, right? Those. Suppose if you have two date, then we are implementing this one. Understand? Next one is date only. Date only means suppose in a date and you will have date and time column is there. Okay. If you want to convert into date only, that means this option is for changing the data type. Suppose if you have date and time column is there, you can convert that into date. Then you have to use date only. This option is only for changing the data type. Okay. Understand? Next one is pairs. We already discussed, right? Pairs. XML JSON. XML JSON, we discuss it or not? Huh? So here, XML JSON, we discuss this one. So that is the one. Okay. Next one is year. In year, there are different options are there. Okay. What is that options? In year, see here, there are different year option, start of year, end of year. Year means, what is year? That means in this date column, you will have combination of values, right? Day value, month value, year value. All these combination, we can call it as date. Suppose when you are selecting a date column and if you click on year option, what will happen from the date column? Whatever year part is there, that it will be extracted. Understand or not? If you want to extract the due to Ugadi, tomorrow is holiday. Okay. But Ramjan related, still we didn't get any confirmation. If any Ramjan holidays or anything is there, those they will mention in the Google Classroom. Please check it. But tomorrow it is holiday. Due to Ugadi, tomorrow is holiday. Okay. For everyone. Online, offline, everyone. Okay. But Ramjan related, we didn't get any confirmation. If any information is getting, they are updating. Suppose tomorrow is holiday, right? Day after tomorrow, they are giving a holiday. They just mention in that particular Google Classroom. If it is not mentioning anything, means a class will be there. Understand or not? Okay, don't forget this one. See here. Suppose I have a date column is there. In this date column, what is that one? Year is there. What is year option will do? From the date column, whatever year part is there, that it will be extracted. Okay. So in that particular date column, whatever year is there, whatever year part is there, that it will be extracted. What is the year here? 2016, 2022, okay, 1987, 1896. Like this, it will be there or not? Okay. So these are having, like these are the years, right? only year part will be extracted. See here? Clear or not? Understand clearly or not? Okay. So what is year will do? That means if you want to extract the year, then we have to use an option called year. Okay. Suppose, for example, start of the year means what is start of the year? Means start of the year means for that particular year, what is the starting date of that particular year? January 1st, right? Why you're thinking too much? For that particular year, what is the starting date? Okay. That date will be displayed here. Okay. So what is start of the year? That means for this particular year, whatever starting date is there, that it will returns. Okay. End of year means, huh? See here. That means suppose no, end of year means what is that one? December 31st. No one will forget this date, right? Huh? Celebration time date. That's the reason. See here, for that particular year, what is the last date? What end of that particular year? What is the date? 31st only. Starting date would be January. Understand clear or not? Okay. Next one is month. Month means that mean no. Month means in this particular date, what is the month part here that it will be extracted? That means what is the month here? Not names are displaying here. Numbers only it is displaying. 04, 10, 08, 06 like this. Understand clearly or not? See here when you click on this one. Start of the month means? See, for this particular month, what is the date here? A different date is there. For this particular month, what is the starting date? First, April 2016. First 10th 22. Okay. First 08 1987. First 06 1896. Understand for that particular month, what is the starting date that it will be displayed. See here. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Okay. Next one is end of month means what is end of month? That that particular month last date will be displayed. What is the month here? What is the month here? April. April last date. What is that one? Like that it will be displayed. If 10th month means 10th month last date means whatever it is there, that it will be. 8th month means 8th month last date, what it is there, that it will be. 6th month last date will be displayed. See here. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear? Hmm? End of month means your days in a month means yes. Whatever the date we have it in that month is there, right? For that particular month, how many days are there? Those it will display. That means April, how many? 30 days. Okay. October, 30 days. 30 or 31? 31, right? Like, understand clearly or not? For that particular month, how many days are there? Those will be displayed here. Okay. Next one is like name of month means, huh? See here. What is the month here? That name will be displayed. When you are using month means what it will display? Number will be displayed. If you use this option means whatever months here, the names will be displayed. See here. April, October, August, June, like that it will be displayed. Understand clearly difference between month and name of month? Okay. Next one is quarter. Quarter means in a quarter, how many, in a year, how many quarters are there? 4 or 3? 3 only, right? If I said like 3 means 3. If I said 2 means 2. In a year, how many quarters are there? 4 quarters are there. Every 3 months is in 1 quarter, right? January, February, March, 1. Okay. April, May, June, 1 quarter. July, August, September, 1 quarter. October, November, December, 1 quarter. Every 3 months having 1 quarter. So that means this particular date, which quarter it is belongs to, that number will be displayed. See here, what is that one? Is that the second quarter or first quarter? Second, because it is April. April means it is related to second quarter. That's the reason. See here, 2 number. Understand clearly or not? That's what. Okay. Start of the quarter means what is the meaning of start of the quarter? That means that particular date, which quarter it belongs to. First, suppose it is 2 or 3 or second quarter or third quarter. This particular date is in second quarter or third quarter, whatever it is. If it is a second quarter, what is the starting date? April 1st, because the for that particular quarter, second quarter, from where it is started, April 1st onwards, it will started, right? That is the value. Okay. End of quarter means, you know, right? Okay. That means for that particular quarter, whatever last. Okay. Second quarter means what is the end date? June. What is that? 30th, right? That will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next one is week. In a year, how many weeks are there? 52 or 53. Sometimes 52, sometimes if it is 53. Okay. 50. That means out of 52 or 53, this particular date, which week it is belongs to, that number will be displayed. Understand clearly now? Okay. So that means, so week of the year. See here, when you click on this one, understand or not? April, it is 17th week. April, that too, April, this particular date it is which belongs to, that number will be displayed. That means out of 52 or 53 weeks, this particular date, which week it is belongs to, that week number it will returns. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next one. Week of month means in a month, how many weeks are there? 4 or 5 sometimes. Okay, 4 or sometimes 5 it is. That means this particular April 2016, how many weeks are there for that particular month that it will be displayed? Understand clearly? See here, for this week, it is how many weeks it is? For this particular month, how many weeks it is? See here, 27/08/1987. It is 5 weeks it is. For that particular 08/1987 having 5 weeks, 5 weeks, that it will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next, start of the week, end of the week means for this particular, see here, actually in a month, how many weeks are there? 4 weeks are there. Okay. So that means 1 to 7 is one particular 1 week in that particular month. Suppose if it is like 3rd of April 2016, that means it is belongs to what is the first week? First week only, right? First week, what is the starting date? 1/04/2016, right? Is that clear or not? Huh? Like that. That means this particular date out of 4 or 5 weeks, for that particular one, what is the starting of that particular week? Is that clear or not? That it end means that end of that particular. Is that clear or not? Okay. Next one is day. Day means what is that one? In this particular date, what is the day here? 23 here, 21, 27, 05. That value will be displayed. Okay. So day of week means day of week means in a week, how many days are there? 7 days are there. This particular date, whichever week it is, belongs. Suppose if it is Wednesday, 3. If it is Thursday, 4, like that. Understand clearly or not? See, up to 1 to 7 only it is there. Day of year means in a year, how many days are there? 365 or 366. When the leap year is the 366 is there, right? So that means the out of 365 or 366, this particular date, which day it is belongs to, that number it will. Okay. See. Understand clearly now? Any doubts in this one? Start of day means, suppose for example, you will have same date will be there, but different times are there. Suppose 23/04/2016 is there. 3 times are there. Same date 23/04/2016, but times are different. 8 a.m., like 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Like that will be there. In that start of day means what is that one? 8 a.m. will be displayed first. Understand? End of day means 4 p.m. will be displayed. For that particular date, what is the start date? That means if you have the same dates are there, but times are different, in those, what is the minimum time is there that it will be displayed as a start date? What is the maximum time is there? That is the end of day. Understand clearly or not? Next one is name of the day. Name of the day means, yes, week name. See, when you are displaying week name, don't search it here. Week under the week, there is no week name is not there. Week name is not available here. Week name is available under a day, name of day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like the names will be displayed. So if you want to display the week name means you have to go to the day under name of the day, it will be displayed. Okay. Next one is combine date and time. If you have, suppose for example, date is one column and time is one column. If you want to combine these two, okay, date and time, then you have to use combine date and time option. Understand? Okay. Earliest means in this particular date, okay, in this particular date column, what is the minimum date is there? That is called as earliest date. What is the minimum date here? In this particular date column, what is the minimum date? Huh? Array yaar, what is the minimum date in this particular one here? Minimum date. What is the minimum date here? 05061896 is the minimum date. That is the minimum date, right? That it will be displayed here. If it is a maximum date, latest. Latest is the maximum date. Earliest is the minimum. Latest is the maximum. When you click on this one, what is the maximum date here? 32. Understand clearly or not? Same for time also. If you have the date and time, you have it. Hour, minute, seconds. If you want to display it, you have to use time. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Huh? Is that clear or not? Okay. So next one is time means like that. If you have date and time is there, for that time, if you want to extract hour, minute, second, those related is available. Okay. Duration is not required. Okay. Next one is R and Python. These are not required right now. But if you have an idea and R and Python related one coding, you can create those models in Power BI also. Okay. Understand or not? Using R and Python scripting, you can create models. Okay. You can create the model means nothing but a table. If you want to create a table in Power BI using R Python scripting, you can generate that one. Not only this one, if you want by writing R and Python scripting, if you want to generate the visuals also, we can generate the visuals also. Understand? So then we have to use understand clearly or not? Okay. Is that clear or not? See here. In add column, in add, next one is, what is the next one? Add column tab. Okay. If you have R and Python, you have any idea on this one, you can implement those things here also. Understand? So next one is add column tab. What is add column tab will do? That means in this add column, what is the first option? Column from examples. What is that? Column from examples. In this column from examples, there are two options will be there. One is from all columns. Another one is from selection. Okay. So what is column from examples will do? What column from examples will do means column from examples based on your selection of the column, it will based on the column selection, By default, Power BI will generate a default option. Suppose, for example, you are selecting date column. If you are selecting date column, what are all the default options will be there? Suppose I have a date column is there. From the date column, what options I can generate? Can anyone tell me? What are the options? If I have the date column is there, what are the options I want to generate using a date column? You can extract month number. You can display the month name. Okay. A week name. Okay. Or number, day number. Okay. Year. Okay. Or else like these also, like in a day